Breaking news for millions of seniors. Social Security has confirmed big changes that will officially take effect in October 2025. And yes, this includes something extraordinary: double payments being issued this month. This is not a rumor. It's not speculation. It's a confirmed update that will directly impact the wallets of retirees, seniors, and people who depend on Social Security benefits. The October 2025 payment schedule is unlike what we've seen in recent months, and the reason behind it is just as important as the extra money itself. Seniors are about to receive two payments in the same month, and the timing of this is going to catch many people by surprise. Now, before we get into why this is happening, how much you can expect, and exactly who qualifies, I want you to do something right now. Hit that like button so YouTube pushes this video out to more seniors who need to know this information, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you never miss urgent updates like this one. And I'd love to hear from you. If you woke up tomorrow and saw two Social Security payments in your account instead of one, what's the very first thing you do with the extra money? Would you pay bills, buy groceries, or maybe treat yourself to something you've been putting off? Drop your answer in the comments because your voice matters here. Let's talk about what's really going on in October 2025. Social Security has announced a scheduling shift that results in two payments being delivered in the same month. Normally, payments are spread out according to your birth date or the specific program you're in, such as SSI or SSDI. But every once in a while, the calendar lines up in such a way that one month ends up with an extra payment. That's exactly what's happening this October. For SSI recipients, payments that would normally arrive on November 1st will instead be deposited at the very end of October because November 1st falls on a weekend. That means SSI beneficiaries will see their regular October payment at the start of the month and then their November payment just weeks later, two payments in the same month. Now, you might be asking, does this mean I'm getting extra money overall? The answer is no. You're not getting an additional bonus payment on top of your yearly benefits. What's happening is that your November payment is being delivered early because of the way the calendar falls. But here's the important part. While the total amount for the year doesn't change, the timing of these double payments can give you short-term relief. Imagine having two payments in October. That's money you can use to cover immediate bills, stock up on groceries, or prepare for the holidays. For people who struggle with tight budgets, this can feel like a financial lifeline, even if it means November won't have a new deposit. Now, I know what you're thinking. If November won't have a check, doesn't that create a problem later? And yes, that's why this update is so critical. Seniors need to plan ahead so they don't overspend in October and end up short in November. The Social Security Administration is reminding beneficiaries that while two checks arrive in October, it's not bonus money. It's simply an early delivery of November's payment. So the challenge is making sure you budget wisely and stretch those dollars so that you don't run into trouble the following month. But let's be honest, sometimes just having the money earlier makes a huge difference. When bills pile up at the end of the month, when groceries run out, or when medical costs hit unexpectedly, that early check can be a blessing. Here's another important detail that makes this October different. Not only are SSI beneficiaries getting double payments, but seniors receiving retirement benefits could also see timing quirks that affect their deposits this month. Because of the way the October schedule overlaps with federal holidays, some retirees will see their payments arrive earlier than usual. This doesn't mean everyone will see double checks, but it does mean many seniors will notice their deposits hitting their accounts faster than expected. And once again, this creates both opportunity and risk. Opportunity because you can cover urgent expenses, but risk if you spend too quickly without remembering that next month's payment won't be there. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather have your benefits arrive earlier, even if it means a gap the following month, or do you prefer the standard one check per month schedule? Because that's a debate happening right now. Some seniors say the double payment months help them get ahead on bills, while others say it creates confusion and makes budgeting harder. Where do you stand on this? Comment below, because I want to know how these scheduling changes really affect your day-to-day life. Now here's where things get even more interesting. October 2025 is not just about double payments. It's also the month when cost of living adjustments for 2026 will be announced. That means seniors will be receiving two payments in the same month while also learning how much bigger their checks will be starting in January. Talk about a month full of big financial news. If inflation remains moderate, analysts predict that the 2026 COLA could land around 2.5% to 3%. That would mean another bump in your benefits just a few months later. So not only are you seeing double payments in October, but you're also hearing about permanent increases for the year ahead. But here's the challenge. Will seniors be able to budget wisely with this unusual schedule? History tells us that double payment months can be tricky. Many beneficiaries celebrate when they see two checks arrive, only to feel the sting the next month when no payment comes. That's why the Social Security Administration is issuing reminders now, warning people to plan carefully. And that's why I'm making this video, to keep you in the loop so you're not caught off guard when November feels empty. Another question people are asking is whether these early payments could affect eligibility for other programs like SNAP or housing assistance. The answer is no. Even though two checks arrive in October, they are still considered October and November benefits. That means they are not treated as double income for the same month. Your eligibility for need-based programs should not be affected by this scheduling shift. That's an important point because many people worry that extra deposits will be counted against them. But in this case, the rules are clear. So let's loop this back to the bigger picture. October 2025 is shaping up to be a month of double payments, early deposits, and new announcements about future benefit increases. Seniors will see more money hitting their accounts this month than usual, but it comes with the responsibility of budgeting wisely for the weeks ahead. It's good news, but it requires careful planning. And it's another reminder of just how much Social Security matters in the lives of millions of Americans. If you've ever looked at your benefit amount and wondered how you're going to make it stretch, this October will feel like a blessing. Two payments in 1 month can give you a cushion, help you catch up, or even give you a little peace of mind heading into the holiday season. But if you don't plan carefully, the gap in November could become a challenge. That's why I want you to think ahead now. Ask yourself, how will I use those double payments? How can I set some aside so that November doesn't leave me struggling? These are the questions seniors across the country are asking themselves right now, and it's why conversations like this are so important. So here's the bottom line. The breaking news is that October 2025 brings double Social Security payments for many seniors, especially SSI recipients. The reason is a simple calendar shift, with November's payment being delivered at the end of October. This creates an unusual month where you see two deposits, but it also creates the need to budget carefully since November will have none. On top of that, some retirees will see earlier than usual payments due to holiday scheduling, and the 2026 COLA announcement will bring news about future increases. It's a month packed with financial changes, and seniors need to know exactly what's happening. If you made it this far, you're the kind of person who values staying informed and prepared. Do me a quick favor before you go. Hit that like button so YouTube knows this is important information and shares it with more seniors who need to hear it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and turn on notifications so you're always the first to know about these critical updates. And leave me a comment. Are you excited about seeing two payments in October, or are you more worried about November having none? Let's talk about it, because your perspective could help someone else prepare. This is your money, your benefits, and your future. And by staying in the loop, planning ahead, and sharing knowledge, we can make sure no senior is caught off guard by these big changes. October 2025 is a month of double payments, but it's also a month of double responsibility. Stay informed, stay prepared, and stay strong.